Hey guys, it's Timpson here, and I am just going to record a quick video to help you with page 659 that you will work on a little bit later. And so right now I'm looking at page 655, and we're going to learn how to classify three-dimensional figures. So one of the first vocab words that we need to know is polyhedron. So a polyhedron is basically just a three-dimensional figure that is closed. So it has a length, a width, and a height. It's not two-dimensional like when you draw a shape on your paper. That's a polygon. When it's a closed figure that has line segments as sides that connect, that is a polygon. A polyhedron is three-dimensional. Okay, so there's two types of polyhedrons. You have prisms and you have pyramids. Okay, so we will talk about some examples of those in just a second. Okay, so each of these polyhedrons have bases. You can have, or a polyhedron can have one base or two bases, but it cannot have more than two. And it also has lateral faces. So the word lateral means side. So it has several sides, okay? And you can have many different sides, okay? So when we scroll down just a little bit, all right, we're going to identify some different prisms. So I'm looking at the first example. That is, we're going to look at the base shape. Okay, the base shape. There's only two bases, right? Or one or two bases. So we're going to look, what is the base shaped as? And if you're wondering which side is the base, this is a base, and this is a base. And those shapes are rectangles, right? So I would write in the word rectangle. Okay, so this is a rectangular prism. Okay, if we look at the next shape, the base, there's only one or two. So here's one, here's the second one. Okay, so that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. So the base shape is a pentagon. Okay, so this is a pentagonal prism. These are prisms because they have two bases, okay, and they do not come up to a point. Pyramids come up to a point. Think of like the Egyptian pyramids in Egypt. They come up to a point. These do not, okay, and we'll talk about pyramids in just a minute. So if we look at the next shape, the base has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. So think 6 and hexagon, both have an X in it. 6 sides, it's a hexagon. And so that means it's a hexagonal pyramid. Or prism. And the last shape, this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8, think of an octopus, 8 legs, octagon. So this is an octagonal prism. My handwriting is terrible on this board. It's really sad. Okay, let's scroll down just a little bit. So now we're going to talk about pyramids. Notice that pyramids kind of come to this point at the very top. Okay, they all come to a point. All right. They also have faces and bases. They have one base. So the faces are the sides. The base is the bottom of it. So if I look at the first shape, this shape, we're going to look at the base and decide what shape it is. So there's 1, 2, 3 sides. 3 sides, think of 3 wheels like on a tricycle. It's a triangle. So because it has a triangular base, it is a triangular pyramid. It's a pyramid, not a prism this time. So let's look at the base of this shape. This is shaped like a square, but squares are also classified as rectangles as well. So you could either write square pyramid or rectangular pyramid, and both are considered correct. If we look at the next shape, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. Five-sided figure is a pentagon, so that is a pentagonal pyramid. Okay, we're going to scroll down just a little bit. Then you have examples of non-polyhedrons. So non-polyhedrons basically do not fit into the polyhedron club because they have curved sides. They do not have lateral faces, but they do have a base as far as the cone and the cylinder. The sphere does not. Okay, so a cone has one circular base and it comes up to a point. So it has its own special name. It's not a cone pyramid. It's not a cone prism. It's just a cone. Okay. A cylinder is kind of like a can that you have like in your cabinet. A cylinder has two circular bases and it has no lateral face. It just has that curved surface. Okay. And a sphere is almost like a ball. A sphere has no bases and one curved face. So it has its own special name because it has its own special characteristics. So if I look at number 1, I would look at the two bases, and those are shaped like triangles. Okay. So on number 1, I would say triangular, and then I would decide, well, no, let's see. On this direction, they're being super generic. Or super general. They're just saying classify the solid figure, right? Prism, pyramid, cone, cylinder, or sphere. Actually, you don't even have to go in that much detail. Decide if that is a prism or a pyramid. And you would just write in pyramid. Or you just write in prism. I'm sorry, prism. On number 2, you would just name that, and that is a sphere. On number 3, that is a pyramid. Okay, now 1, 2, and 3 was super general, but when it says name the solid figure, you are going to put a more detailed answer. So the answers that they have, name it fully. So on number 4, I would look at the bases, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides on number 4. So 5 sides, that's a pentagon. So I would say pentagonal, and then you need to decide, is it a prism or pyramid? It is a prism, so I would say pentagonal prism. Number 5 is the same way. I would count the sides. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides, and I would decide, is it a prism or a pyramid? It is a pyramid, so I would say pentagonal pyramid. Number 6, I would just write in cylinder. It has its own special name, and you would continue doing that for these problems as well. But your assignment is on 659. And so that, I think I went too far. There we go. Super simple. You're just classifying. You just write prism, pyramid, cone, cylinder, sphere on the first 3, just like the last page. Then name the solid figure. That's when you're going to go more in detail. So you are just working through, I forget which problems we assigned on this one, but still, I mean, it's 2 through 11, I believe. 2 through 11. Still not that many problems. You guys got this, okay? You will do awesome.